know enough. I know enough to know I'm not a Calvinist and I'm not a Arminian.
You're not an Armenian?
You're not a Calvinist, not an Armenian.
Because I don't believe in total depravity. So that would put me out of both those camps.
Armenians believe total depravity?
Mm-hmm. Well, in the
Define total depravity.
Like, basically that the human condition at the original sin, they no longer, humans no longer have the ability to respond on our own will to the Lord. So if there has to be something the Lord puts inside of us in order to respond.
So you have to be called.
Mm-hmm. And so what comes first is what matters to Arminians versus Calvinists. And so, I'm trying to make sure I get all my facts straight on that one.
We're not about straight facts around here.
No, disclaimer.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Hello.
Christians talking about shit, or CTOS as Ben likes to call it.
CTOS.
CTOS.
I like CTOS.
Yeah.
I like CTOS.
But what does it mean, though? You hear that and you're like, what does that mean? But if you know what it is, then you're already on board.
Yeah. Yeah, you're sold.
Yeah, if you're in the camp, what do we call our listeners?
No, we don't call them that. Welcome back, Josh, returning guest. What is this, your fourth appearance?
I've been with me. Was it me twice or once? Just me.
Definitely twice.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is your fourth.
This is your fourth appearance,
thank
man.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
You don't have Garth beat yet, though.
Oh, no, Garth.
I think Garth is the all-time. Josh Evans was close to having him. They were neck and neck, and then Josh went away.
That's a busy man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a busy man.
He's still around, but he went away.
Yeah. Oh.
And then the fan favorite would be Brad Mall.
Ooh, Brad Mall.
Cannot go another day without
Fan
mentioning.
I don't know.
Most views.
Most views for sure.
For sure. And just an all-around swell guy.
True dat.
I'll tell
Never
you
had
what.
a conversation with him. I've heard good things.
Yeah. He's on the city council.
Yeah.
You can go yell at him at the city council if you want to. I'm sure he would appreciate that.
Oh, man. I don't know. I try to avoid public.
Why?
Public opinions like that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. And
You
then,
don't just avoid public in general. Like,
Oh, yeah,
we
no,
won't see Josh
I'm
at Walmart.
Oh, you'll see me at Walmart.
Okay.
You'll see me at Walmart.
This public spotlight.
Yes. I have to avoid it. I have a tendency to. I recognize within myself as I love it.
Oh.
And so like I have to I have to monitor myself.
So you could have been an influencer.
I would not want to be one. I would not want to be. I was literally talking with, and I mean, we talked about this on Saturday too. What Garth was, something that Garth brought up, of the idea that humans are not meant to be celebrities. They're just not.
Define celebrity.
Someone that is an influencer has influence on pop culture, and enough to where now, I mean, there's like your A list and your B list and whatever many lists you have, but what it does to the human ego is you have to be very skilled and very, I would say you would have to be pretty in tune with your emotions and in tune with where your mind is going, and how your heart, I guess, handles things. That would be
Well, celebrity has evolved over the years because now you have influencers and you have people talking directly to camera, directly to the audience, and they have these brand personas. 50 years ago, Hollywood celebrities were like these very carefully packaged things that you showed to the public in certain ways through movies and through television, and but their lives were just kept completely secret, especially if they had like hidden abortions and affairs and stuff like that. You go back further than that, your celebrities were really only like leaders or religious figures. It's kind of
your political,
interesting how it evolves
your political leaders
with technology.
I mean, you can make a lot of money off of it too, specifically just in the UGC world.
The what?
I mean, the user-generated content world, the influencer world.
Social media.
Social media. That's better.
Yeah.
That's a better term for it.
That was an insider term right there. Like
UGC.
we don't even know that term. You're so inside.
That's my wife.
Yeah.
And she wanted to do it for a little bit, but I think she's kind of realized that's not really the route she wants to go just yet, maybe.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Hmm.
She doesn't like putting herself out there that much.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of work. There is a lot of work that goes into that.
Well, yeah, she's about to be raising two.
Exactly.
Mm.
A little girl on the way.
Oh, yeah.
So we're
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. We're pumped. I am more terrified about this one than I was for the first, which is, I think it's because I have a little sister, but the idea
It's
of
different.
raising a little girl is
Yeah.
terrifying to me. Little boy, I'm like, I know how
We should get my wife in here to talk about it.
Oh, she would.
She's like, girls, they're like, oh, they're so emotional.
I was talking with a dude today who was telling me from 2 to 12, he's like, the boys they're just hard to raise. And he's like, then from 13 or 12 to 20, or 12 to however older, the boys get a little bit easier, but the girls get a little bit harder until the 20s.
I don't know. I think just in general, as they get older, problems become less but bigger. Mm-hmm. When you're small, you have more problems, but they're small. Mm-hmm. And then as you get older, you get into more trouble.
Yeah.
Less often. I don't know.
I was...
I don't know. And I think all of them are different because like all of our kids they vary in who's difficult and who's not difficult. Man, the girls are emotional. Mm-hmm. And my wife, who's not an overly emotional person, gets a little stir crazy.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. It definitely takes, it takes a, you have to be, I guess, because without overgeneralizing, because, in general, men are not as in tune with their emotions as girls are either, you know? Mm. And so,
Keep getting off that mic a little bit.
Sorry.
Oh, you can turn it toward you more?
Turn it.
Here.
Help me out.
Right there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So, I also don't want to overgeneralize either. Because, everybody's different. I know some men that are super emotional and super in tune with their emotions, and then I know some women that are just don't. That's just not their vibe.
Yeah, I think it definitely is a spectrum, and it's so awesome that God made us all so individually unique. Yeah, raising girls is different.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I haven't raised any boys, but yeah, it'll be fun.
Oh, I'm pumped, man.
It'll be good.
New adventure.
It'll be so good.
All right. Well, what else has been going on?
Not much, man. Not much. We're rocking and rolling.
Do you have some conspiracies, controversies to bring up, Ben? Yeah.
Some controversies. Well, there's definitely still controversies going on in the Christian world. Bethel.
I know nothing.
Still,
like
yeah,
I really don't know what's going on there.
Oh, really? So basically, there's a guy. It's been going on. There's already been controversy since like 2017 with this specific dude, a guy named Sean Bowles. He's a part of the Bethel camp, but not really a part of the church. There, he was basically, what would you call it? He was put on the scene, put on the main stage of the Christendom with Bethel and
with the leaders. Yeah,
yeah, like in 2013, I think, something like that.
Somewhere on there.
Wrote a book. Bill Johnson wrote the foreword to the book. Like, that's kind of how, close ties to Bethel. Well, in 2017, there started being some, or it may have been 2019, been some kind of stirring of, hey, this guy might be data mining. Like, he might be going in there and, so to back up a little bit, in 2013, he hit the main stage specifically because he was prophesying very specific things.
He would call out, say there was a group, and he would be quote unquote preaching, prophesying, and he would call out people. I'm getting an axle. Like I'm
seeing a grinding.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this axle that's grinding under a car. That's what I'm thinking. Axle is your name.
I live off of Axle Lane.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So it took a trick from like the Mentalist book or the
right. Except people started going back and they were like, "Hey, this is all public information that he probably could have seen that they registered for the event and quickly looked on Facebook and like paired 2 and 2 together, because when he got it wrong, they found the opposite to be true. It was a similar person in that similar region, just a different, Susie Q that didn't show up to the event. It was a completely
So
different.
they got the name right, but
Yeah.
the facts were all wrong.
So they were really, really breaking it down. It was quite interesting. And
God got his wires crossed.
yeah.
Well, the big issue was specifically when it comes to like in the Bethel world is so there you have like the cancel culture versus this what the charismatic groups call the honor culture, and it's this culture of when somebody screws up, we kind of just cover it up.
The honor culture.
You're honoring the person, but kind of you're pushing them out, but you're not saying anything.
You're not addressing it.
You're not addressing it. And so the issue.
I think the Catholic Church does that a bunch too.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's this issue because there was this one specific person that her name was Jubilee. She's been big on TikTok talking about it recently, and Sean Bowles prophesied this thing specifically, saying, "I'm getting the year 50 of the year of Jubilee or whatever," and
her boyfriend.
It's your boyfriend. Oh, and I was at this pizza place and I was getting whatever, and she's like, oh yeah, she works at that pizza place too. He's like, man, God gave you that woman. Well, turns out that dude's an abuser. Like they got married and she stayed in the relationship specifically because God, like this has got to be an ordained relationship. She was getting like choked to death almost. And so now you've got this culture of honor that is honoring these leaders that are corrupted. Not to mention, he also has homosexual SA allegations. Then that's a whole thing too. And then they just basically push it to the side and don't address it. And so there's Mike Winger, which we've talked about before. He had a 5-hour video, I think.
Yeah, it was 5 hours. I couldn't get through it. It's one of those things where unless it really addresses something, I like Mike Winger enough, but I don't agree with him on some other things. So it's like, I'll take his week to week and just kind of, I'll table it. But then when something like this happens, I'm like, oh, it piques my interest. Like, okay, what's going on here? Because I'm not 100. I mean, I'm just not sold on the whole Bethel and all of that stuff and what's going on over there. And it's just, it was very, very interesting how he breaks it all down and exposes it. And what's interesting about this is Mike has done previous videos like this, calling out false prophets or calling out ministries. But in this specific instance, it became such a big deal that Bethel actually addressed it several times from the stage and in response to this video. And so then, of course, there's response videos back, and did they actually really repent about it? I haven't really caught up that far.
The first initial response was kind of ridiculous, and it just kind of highlighted the how cover-up culture was.
Yeah, it was very vague.
And he was basically calling out. He was calling out the YouTubers, or basically he was covering himself.
Yeah.
From the stage. So a place that's supposed to be sanctified, that you're giving the word of God to the congregation, and in his
scripture out of context.
Yeah, I mean it was a very poor excuse of using the stage, and I mean it riled up something in me because I was already kind of mad. Like I was already pretty upset with the whole Sean Bull situation, because you've got people that are on that line right now that they are kind of like, does God still talk? Is this kind of just weird stuff?
Right.
And then you have somebody like Sean Bowles that is prophesying these real specific things, and then that kind of gets them over into it, or they're kind of almost there, and then you find out these allegations, and you're like, oh yeah, see, the whole thing, charismatic,
baby out with the bathwater.
Exactly, baby out with the bathwater. Now you've got people that are going into the camp of God doesn't talk. It's dispensationalist, and it doesn't matter anymore. The the gospel's already been spread. The gospel is enough. I'll hard stop. The gospel is enough, but God still speaks. And so that kind of stuff really like riles me up, because you might as well, I mean, how Jesus puts it, you might as well tie oh God, why am I blanking on the name? What is that? The stone?
Millstone.
Millstone, there it is. You might as well tie a millstone to your neck and go to the bottom of a lake. Because that, like, before you start harming the little ones, because that's the kind of...
That's a really good analogy, huh?
That's Jesus, buddy.
Yeah. I don't know where you pulled that one from. No, you're exactly right. It's like, yeah, what are we doing at that point? Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah. And
how big is Bethel?
Too big.
What does that mean?
Too big.
Well,
too much celebrity.
Say it again.
Too much celebrity.
Too much celebrity. Too much, and they're also they're another NA. They're a new apostolic reform or movement, whatever. So they don't have a board of elders. So they don't have people that hold them accountable.
Non-denominational, maybe.
Yeah.
Seems like non-denominationalism has become a denomination of its own.
Yeah, but don't correct me if I'm wrong. Most, at least from what I understand, a lot of non-denominationals. I mean, really, you're throwing a sticker on top of Baptist and saying non-denominational. For
Probably,
being honest,
yeah.
But
without knowing too much deep detail on Baptists.
Yeah,
I think they're more charismatic than Baptists are.
For sure. And some Baptists are, I mean, a little more charismatic, but it's I don't know, or no, maybe do y'all know, are more non-denominational, are they most of the time elder-led? I would think so.
I don't know, because they're non-denominational, so they don't have a denomination that they answer to. Mm-hmm. But they do tend to like believe very similarly, be very spirit-led. Mm-hmm. Not Pentecostal level charismatic, but still. Yeah. There's not a lot of speaking in tongues.
Yeah,
but
no.
There's a lot of praying and a lot of.
Well, I mean,
from God.
And you, if you're gonna be speaking from tongues from the stage, especially, you better be following because the Bible lays it out real specific about what you need to do. You better have an interpreter there, and they better be of good repute. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that goes in with that, but.
Which Mike Winger did one about another guy that got dishonored from Bethel, and he was doing. What, did you see that one where he spoke German, and he was reading it off the podium?
Russian.
Was it Russian? Yeah, it was Russian, and he kept on repeating it, and it was live streaming. Kept on repeating it, and this one lady in the front row gave an interpretation that he didn't like, and he kept on repeating it. And then finally in the back row, he's like, "I think you're speaking Russian." And it was these Russian guys that had come to visit.
So he didn't just rely on like the mumbling speaking in tongues where it's just kind of nonsensical. Nobody can know. He actually picked a real language.
He picked a real language and learned a phrase.
Yep.
And it was something along the lines of like, there's a reason why I brought you here. And it was like trying to... It's
what do we do as Christians with all these? I mean, is it denominations or is it just factions of these outliers? Of like,
I lean toward the issue being like the corporate business of church, where like you have this economic structure built around government laws and tax-free status and all that kind of stuff, where you're building a business and then we need a bigger building and then we need to employ more people, and it becomes about the money, not about God. I think it's very easy to go down that path, and I think that keep the government out of church would be eliminating all this.
And there's also like a pride that comes in with it too, like a celebrity or even like wanting to be involved in something big. So like
that's going to happen no matter what.
Oh yeah,
when you get too big.
And well, even like so Mike brought up about it was like way back in early 2010s when Bill Johnson from the stage said he got this prophecy, and it was there's going to be this big economic boom in Reading, so buy your houses now kind of thing, and like there's in it. I do specifically think I don't think Bill, at least from what I gathered from that video or when I'm just watching it, it didn't seem like he was from a bad place trying to do it, but you could tell because I've had to repent of this real recently of like, it's not just my church. Like I've recognized I want to be involved in a revival, and I want to be in something big, and I want to feel important. And I've recognized that within myself and being like, oh, it starts right here at my church. It starts right here at the church that I'm at. And I could see like Bill Johnson doing that same thing. And I was like, ooh, I want it to be, I want that to happen, but I also have to recognize my bias. Like when I'm hearing from the Lord, is this what you're saying? Because there is really something important going on. And
yeah, and it's the fleshly ego that creeps in, and you're like, I speak to God. God speaks to me. This has got to line up.
Well, I also recognize for me, like it was the spirit of the flesh too, because it was creating division. Because I started really like almost dividing, like that, creating that divisiveness that my church is, even if it's not me directly saying it, it's subliminally in the back of my head. Like my church is better than your church.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be the.
That's pretty hard not to do, though.
It is hard.
I mean, there's a reason you go to your church.
It works.
Is your church better for you than the other person's church?
And that's where we need to be very, very careful, because for me, it's, yes, my church is great for me, but man, there's some really, really good churches around here too.
Yeah. And okay, so back to original thought of us being so unique and so uniquely made. I think that really kind of serves the churches different, the way they do church differently, kind of serves that.
Yep.
We've had people on here that we clearly don't agree a lot on theology. Maybe I more than Amos. Amos is probably still like, oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Could be.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, you guys do church differently, and I can see how, either a certain type of person and that's not to say any type is wrong or bad, but it's definitely you find your people and you want to develop that community and and have church a specific way, I guess, or whatever. And as a church as a whole, if you're not doing it the way you want to do it, then let's go back to the scripture and reanalyze and break it all down and rebuild it from there.
And it's even too like, because there is something to be said about like shopping for a church or somewhere when you go to a new place, or like a church almost catering to you. But there comes a point like you have to be discerning on that as well, of like, okay.
But that's back to like the business model too, where like we have to sell, this is a new customer coming in. You got to get them here. So they're
instead of
giving 10%.
I'm going to join this church and I'm going to go ahead and make the change from the inside, maybe
How do you
being
mean?
more active.
And I think that point
You're going
right
to change
there,
the church?
No, I'm saying
like being involved in, like, if there's something that so what I love about what our church does is it's a covenant membership. And so you're basically, when you're a member, you're saying, hey, like this is I'm making a covenant with y'all. These are my people. These are who I want to be with. And when things get hard, I'm going to stick around and we're going to work this out together. Because there's a lot of things that within my church that I'm like, man,
what's that country song? These are my people.
It's where I come from.
This is where I come from.
But I think there's something to be said within that too. Like a marriage is a covenant. Like when times are hard.
Yeah, when you start getting annoyed.
No, yeah, when you start getting annoyed.
Well, we're out.
Like, and there's a lot of, I've noticed, and maybe it's just because I'm from a bigger city and I've seen, I wasn't a Christian when I was living in Dallas, but my friends who are Christians that live in Dallas are like, you could tell there's kind of like, we didn't like that, we left. We didn't like that, we left, even though they became members. And so it's a...
well, yeah, or if there's like a scandal or something. And
so
it's like, I'm out.
Would a more legitimate reason to find another church would be like, I like that church more. I like what they're doing versus I don't like what this church is doing that I'm at right now.
Well, I mean, the church that you're at right now, I mean, when you're making a membership, like it should be something that you've thought deeply about with your family and have made that decision. Like, hey, we're entering into this. These are my people, and this is where I'm going to create a community. This is where my community's already created. I'm going to serve, and I want to, when things are hard or when things are something I don't like, I go in there and I make my voice heard. So there's a lot of things that my church has done that I'm like, yeah, I don't think we handle that correctly. But there's a lot of really good things about my church too, and I think it's the same way for everybody. Which is why I try to stay away from I've had to repent multiple times of the superiority complex of my church. Because it's like, oh, there's some really, really incredible churches that are really doing some really incredible things even around here. And we've got the most churches per capita.
Do we?
It's like is that I want to say
I don't know that fact.
I don't know that fact either.
I know we're in the Bible Belt.
I know we're pretty. Well,
Isn't that mean? That,
I mean, this town specifically has more churches per capita. I don't know.
I don't know.
We don't rely on facts around here.
No, I don't know. We have a church on every corner.
And is that based on their members that are signed up? Because I probably could.
I think buildings. It'd be buildings.
Buildings, physical buildings,
individual churches. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Not congregation size.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's actual buildings.
You go to like big cities, you're going to have massive congregations.
So I don't know if my AI just knows me well enough, but it responded with I typed in how to choose a church to go to, and it gave some non-negotiable basics.
Okay.
Non-negotiable from AI.
Mm-hmm. You start moving away.
Everything's negotiable with AI.
Yeah, but these are must-haves, right? These are not preferences. These are like straight line. Hey, okay, and then from there, I guess you can curate to your own taste. Clear biblical gospel. They teach what we are saved by grace alone through the faith in Christ alone, not by works, rituals, or self-improvement. I think I agree with that. High view of the Bible. The Bible is treated as God's inspired, authoritative word, regularly taught and applied, not just quoted. Okay. Sound core doctrine. Clear belief in the Trinity. Jesus as fully God and fully man. His death and his resurrection. Salvation by faith. Real church life. They gather for worship, teaching, Lord's Supper, baptism, prayer, fellowship, and equipping believers to serve.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And then everything else would be preference-based, right?
Yeah, and I honestly, I like how I didn't even go into it with Bible, the infallibility, either, because, I mean, that's a whole little conversation that you can go down to.
Yeah. I mean, you could apply that to say, well, they do worship differently at this church. I don't really like the way they do worship at this church. That's fine. Or they preach a different way, or whatever.
But that's just order of service.
Okay, but it would still, that falls into preferences versus.
Yeah.
We're not talking about how, like, your Christology is what really matters. So, they start slipping into like modalism,
right?
And it's like, okay,
what's modalism?
The analogy of can you describe the Trinity? Well, yeah, it's like ice, water, and vapor, and it's because they're changing forms, right? It's basically saying that the Father stepped down and became the Son, and then the Son went back up. Like, it's all one. It's not three persons. It's one person that was changing.
Okay. So
that would be modalism, which contradicts the Trinity.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. Like that's kind of what I always assumed Trinity believed was that it's one person.
Yeah, no, it's three persons, same message.
Which I think Rob set me straight on that.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. They're very, very.
He gave a good explanation because Trinity's always been fuzzy. I've never heard like clear explanations from the people I've been around.
And it's something that I really, really like is the way, Hebrews gets into it, and he's talking about how like you're still drinking milk when you should be spiritual. You should be growing in spiritual maturity. And then he talks about how Jesus is still human. When he died and resurrected, he is still human and is still interceding in the Holy of Holies, the heavenly Holy of Holies, with the Father, so that you can run to the throne of grace with confidence.
I like the analogy that Terrell used on Sunday with the chairs. I don't know about you guys, but that really, really spoke to me. He put out 3 chairs. They were nice looking chairs. And then you had these basic folding chairs laid over to the side. And he was like, this is the fellowship. This is the Trinity. They're in communion with each other. They want to invite you in relationship to that, and pulled up a folding chair and then essentially, gave the illustration of how a Christian may check a box and be saved, but essentially not be in fellowship with the Trinity, with God, and abiding in that, and fall away from it. And as our role as Christians that are in fellowship with the Trinity, with God, with the Son, with the Holy Spirit, that we need to turn around and Be like, hey, what's up? You're still a Christian. Come on. How's it going?
It reminded me of the way I want to say Tim Keller talks about it too. He says it's like an eternal dance, something that's always been going on. And that's why when you go into like 1 John where it says God is love, it's because he doesn't need any outside force to feel love. He's already feeling love within the Trinity.
I like that. Yeah. Interesting concept.
And he's inviting humans into that relationship that's since the beginning been there and will be forever. So I think it's beautiful. The Trinity itself is one I will never fully, I mean, we see in part, we prophesy part, we're seeing with the dim mirror. But so in this life, I don't think I'll ever fully understand the Trinity, but as I'm learning it more, or as I'm growing in it more and more, and growing in knowledge of it and understanding, it's something that just pulls me deeper and deeper into the relationship with him. That is, I feel like that's what being a Christian is. It's just being involved in the relationship within the Trinity.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. It definitely, but it definitely hit hard when it was like, getting on your cell phone and, using that distraction to feed the flesh and get away. You're not focusing on developing that fellowship, even with your fellow Christians. It was a good sermon. You guys go check that out at mosaicneckyoutube.com. Should be up in a couple weeks after Terrell gets us the pointers and the headlines. Is it up?
It was up Sunday night.
Oh, sorry.
He's already put it up.
Sorry.
Yeah,
it's up there.
They go up immediately.
Go check it out.
If you have questions about it, you can contact.
There we go.
Yeah, I should watch it again too, because he threw me a curveball moving around so much. So I went up there and started panning camera to follow him. And so I was paying more attention to that than the sermon.
Yeah. Which, you know what? I will respect our setup at church to where it's not overly produced. Like, it's okay if, we've got to go wide. We don't have to always have the close-ups. It's nice when he stays behind the podium and get those nice shots that are squared up and look really good.
We just got to get a tracking camera. And just
gosh.
follow.
We don't need all that.
I'm always skeptical when I see those little, those really highly produced sermons where you see the cameras that are like.
We don't need all that. Yeah.
They're going to, it looks
you
like
mean the giant box camera, stadium cameras?
Yeah.
Yeah. That cost $250 a piece, $250,000 a piece.
Dude, I see those and I'm like, okay, I don't know if this is the church for me.
Yeah.
I think the money could definitely go somewhere else within the church.
Yeah.
So.
But
no, nothing against
business,
nothing against those.
Big business.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be produced in order to get that TV money.
Spread the gospel, right?
I'm not jaded, am I?
Not at
I
all.
know, right? We sound like just horrible, but it's something that
Yeah, but that doesn't come from nowhere.
it doesn't come from
it
anywhere.
doesn't. It goes straight back to the conversation we were having at the beginning. What, like celebrities in general, we're not meant to be that way.
It feels gross.
You should be
Well,
using.
Back to the definition of celebrity, like I've always thought of it as when more people know a person than that person knows people. So like if 100 people know you, but you know 5 people, you're a celebrity in that realm. So how many people know who Brad Pitt is versus
I would
us,
say that
know?
we're celebrities.
And more people, what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
Doing a terrible thing.
What are we doing? Shedding light on some key issues.
But like, is the human, like, are you meant to handle that many people knowing you versus you knowing them, and then parasocial relationships and all that kind of stuff? I don't know. Some people can handle it.
Some people can. Some people can handle more. It is a little scary because you do have to be, like I said, you have to be emotionally. You have to know. You have to be in tune with yourself and know what's going on.
This isn't even emotions though. It's just more like in tune with reality and understanding that everyone is just as valuable as everybody else. Like, so this person's not more valuable than this person over here, and then also this person's not less valuable. Because like one thing with it's easy for you, like for an individual, like I probably suffer this from a little bit, where like it's easy to look down at people and it's easy to look up at other people, rather than saying like I'm just as valuable as the person who I'm putting up here, and I'm just as valuable as the person I'm putting down here at the same time. Like you got to keep that level playing field, and then you can handle these different situations if you always keep that in mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's tough to do. It's tough to do.
Just got to focus.
Oh, is that it? You just got to have the willpower?
No, not willpower. Discipline.
Discipline. Oh, that's right. That's right. We had a discussion this morning. What was it, Amos?
The difference between willpower and discipline. Discipline is when you have decided to do something, and so you just do it. So you brush your teeth every single night. Mm-hmm. You just do it so it takes no willpower because you've already decided to do it. It's a habit. Whereas willpower is when you're brute forcing something. You're like, I'm going to do this thing I don't want to do. Mm-hmm. And you keep on. It tends to be motivation driven, which motivation is an emotion, and emotions change and go away and shift. Mm-hmm. So they're very unreliable forms of getting you to do something. Mm-hmm. Whereas discipline is just like, this is my schedule. This is what I'm doing. I work out. I brush my teeth. I go to work. I sit down with the kids at night. Whatever. But it's consistency.
I would say you still need willpower to get to that point where it is habitual discipline.
It takes a little bit, but the thing about willpower is that it is a finite resource. You run out of it. There's a reason you get decision fatigue, and like you're tired at the end of the day because you had to make a ton of decisions on that day or whatever. You're just mentally drained, and you run into a wall. Like that is a limited resource, whereas discipline is something you do, not something you have. So like, because you can lose your discipline. Well, I just said something. That's not something you have, but like you lose that ability as you like. If you stop working out for a week, it's a lot harder to go back and work out again. Whereas if you just keep doing it because you decided you were going to do it, you do what you intend, not what you want.
I keep going back to the brushing teeth analogy. There's times where it's 10 p.m. and I'm like, I don't want to brush my teeth tonight.
Sure.
So I mean, I don't know. I feel
like hold on. We're setting a really weird precedent here. Are you guys brushing your teeth twice a day?
I used to not to. My wife is the one that was like, yeah, that's gross. Yeah, she looked at me and she was like, you just ate a cookie and you're gonna go to bed like that. And I was like, you're right. You're right.
I'm not advocating for one way or the other. I'm just genuinely curious.
I don't know. Big dentists, they want you brushing all the time.
Amos, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Once a day?
Yeah, probably.
If at all? Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just, don't put me on the spot here, man.
He said don't put me on the spot.
Brushing teeth is unhealthy. Clip that. No.
Yeah, clip that. I mean, there's also times where it's like 9 and I'm like, I don't want to shower either. So I mean, like, there's
Now, actually, over showering might be unhealthy.
No, well, 1,000% over showering is unhealthy. It's bad for your skin, bad for your hair.
It's bad for your skin biome.
Also, I have not shampooed my hair in over 4 or 5
years.
7 years.
Whoa.
You haven't shampooed.
Haven't shampooed
or conditioned.
Or conditioned.
What do you do?
Water.
Just water. No, not even the bar soap.
Really?
No, bar soap.
No.
Okay.
How's that working for you?
Really well.
How's that working for your wife?
I will look at
after that many years. It's definitely
people will ask. Like,
I mean,
does
I
it
wouldn't
smell, and I'll look at my wife and I'll say, "Smell it." She'll say, "No, it smells."
Hair doesn't
nothing.
tend to smell.
Yeah,
like
it just doesn't smell like anything.
And so why?
Yeah, I recognize like how, and this is when I was like growing my hair out too, and it just felt stringy. It felt not healthy, and I had a friend that was like, "Bro, you don't need to shampoo and condition your hair," and it got really greasy for about 2 weeks, and then after that, it stopped. Like it wasn't excreting all that oil, and I guess it was your body. I have no facts to back this up whatsoever. No. But in my experience, when I was washing my hair, like my hair would get greasy like that. Like give it a day or two, and now I'm literally just wet my hair, and I can't tell you a time that I can think of it getting greasy.
What are we doing with the beard?
I do wash my beard.
Yeah.
Just because it's like there's a lot of food.
Cheetos.
I mean, there's a lot of food and stuff that gets in there. So I'm like shampooing and
do you oil your beard?
I do.
Yeah. Condition
oil,
and oil.
Condition. Mm-hmm. That's because there's a lot going on down here, and then my wife is like, I don't want her to be subject to me just having food on my beard.
I've done experiments, and after 3 days, I cannot stand it. It becomes too itchy and just starts breaking out.
What?
My beard. I've got to wash it every day.
Okay.
Yeah. And that may just be a personal. Now I did see, dude, these Instagram ads. They got me thinking all kinds of things. They're saying that there's a fungus, a facial fungus that men get when they grow beards. That could be part of it. with regards to why it breaks out and itches over time.
You just got to make it through that 2-week period, like Josh did.
I don't know if I could do it. I really don't think I could do it.
I don't know. Beard. There's a lot more going on with the beard than hair. Like you've got your coughing, your sneezing,
even just a rinsing though.
It's a filter.
Now those things I think you could get by with a good rinse, right? But
yeah.
even with a rinse, like
do you like lather up? You like?
Oh yeah, I get the bar of soap and I'm lathering up.
I've got shampoo and conditioner. I'll condition it, shampoo like every third day. Condition.
I don't know about all that. I don't know if that shampoo's designed for your face.
Probably not, but I'm doing not too bad.
I got some stuff. I'll turn you on to some stuff.
I'm trying to look.
Can you share with me?
I think I've reached the max. My wife has gotten to the point where she's like, "Yeah, you think about shaving it yet?" And I was like, it's still kind of cold." So I use it for practical reasons too. Like when it's cold out, this feels so much.
We live
better.
in Texas.
I mean, when it's 20 degrees out, dude, it's
for like 2 days.
Yeah. Well, look, today it wasn't too bad. I stepped out and I went, "Oh, it's actually I can wear a light coat."
Today was good. Today felt really good. All right. So, Amos, what do we have over there on our table?
Yeah. Why did you tell me to leave these out?
Okay. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
Pick them up for our audio. For our audio only listeners,
my Pokemon collection.
Your unopened
Where's the
Pokemon
Pokemon
collection. Amos
I even
has
have a Pokeball. You can hold that.
Has a couple collector Pokemon decks and cards that him and his son have went off. And how long have you had these? August. Okay. And you guys...
He was buying them, so I'm like, I'm going to buy one too. And he's like, you are? Why? You want to collect two? I'm like, no, I'm buying one because you're buying it. And then I'm not going to let you open it.
but I mean, ultimately thinking...
sorry, I was doing it at the camera.
Ultimately thinking that you could turn around and get a little bit of a...
I don't know.
Investment on it, right?
That wasn't really the plan.
No?
Maybe half the plan. I don't know.
So, I mean, from a fatherly side...
Vicarious investment.
Was it from a father, it was just a bond with your son to do something that he's interested in?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're not gonna make you open up any of these packs.
Apparently, he keeps telling me today that they've lost lots of value.
Yeah, I hear
they've gone down. Like this was I paid $60 for this, and it got up to like $130, and now it's like $70. And he's like, "Oh no, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" I'm like, "Leave it there."
Leave it there. So, with the Pokemon cards, and the reason I wanted to bring this up because it is something that I think
there's 10 whole packs in there.
Yeah, there's a lot,
and they're charging like $90 for 9 packs at a package like this at GameStop now with 9 packs.
Yeah,
so it's like they're getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand.
It's getting out of hand so much that the criminal organizations have jumped on the Pokemon card train. They are now washing money in different countries. They will say they sell a bunch of illegal drugs in one country, go and find rare Pokemon cards, buy those because it's all a cash business.
They're laundering with Pokemon.
They're laundering and washing their money. Then get on a plane with those Pokemon cards, get to their destination and reselling them for the local cash. And I thought that is so fascinating. That something so, it's a toy.
I mean, wasn't that going on with Counter-Strike too? Like with the Russians, they had like a ton of money in the Counter-Strike skins.
The game Counter-Strike?
Yeah.
They were selling skins?
Yeah, there was like a whole industry, like a multi-billion-dollar industry in Counter-Strike skins. And then Counter-Strike not long ago came out with a patch that made it so you could trade like lesser value skins for higher value skins and items, and it just like gutted the market. Like people, like $2 billion in value, quote unquote, was lost.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there was some, like wherever there's value and people will pay for things. Where any faith-based market, they will criminals will come in and start getting involved.
I mean, what if it just all falls apart next week and all we have is Pokemon cards to trade
and play with, the game was intended?
No. I'm talking about
that's
the
our,
US
that's our trading
dollar.
system.
That's our trading system.
Yeah. Oh, we're trading Pokemon.
Yeah, we're playing.
There's one guy. There's one Pokemon. It's like King something. I don't know my Pokemon. But it starts with a king. Anyway, this guy, those cards were selling for 50 cents a piece or so. So he bought every single one he possibly could.
Yep.
Until the point that people kind of became aware of it. And now that card's trading for like 150.
Because he has all of them.
I don't think he has all of them.
Well,
but he has
a
a giant stack of them. Like that's
that's one way to do it.
That's one way to make your millions.
He messed with the or is messing with the oversaturation of the market.
Yeah.
Supply and demand.
I mean, I think it's a fascinating phenomenon that's going on with the Pokemon cards. I mean, I see these shorts that are getting millions of views of people opening packs, and even should
I open it? Should I keep it sealed?
No, keep it sealed. Keep it sealed.
Oh yeah, keep it sealed.
Yeah, I don't think our audience is.
No, I'm quoting the most popular that I'm aware of that opens packs and like YouTube Shorts and stuff.
Oh, is that what they do?
Yeah.
Is that what they say?
Yeah. That's his catchphrase. Should I open it or should I keep it sealed?
And
he'll open like $500, $700 packs.
Should I open a chat?
Lord's Giant. He's done a couple.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it.
See, I never did. Like, I grew up. Pokemon was coming out when I was like 12, a little younger, but I just never got into it.
Oh, it's witchcraft. That's
I was never. That probably had something to do with it. Yeah, and growing up in my household, yes, probably.
They just didn't come out and say it.
They probably did. I mean, we just never. Plus, you had to spend money, and we didn't do that in my house.
Oh, okay. It was more about financial.
I'm sure that was part of it.
I had a buddy that. Growing up, we played Zelda. That was. We loved.
I did play Zelda.
Ocarina of Time. That was my game.
Link to the Past.
Oh, see, I didn't play Link to the Past. I played Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Wind Waker.
Wind Waker was, in my opinion, one of the best games ever made.
It is. I think Ocarina of Time is better, but Wind Waker is top.
I just really enjoyed Wind Waker.
It was fun.
I enjoyed it.
Was hard. It was kind of hard. I mean, I was a preteen when I was playing it, so it was hard for me. But it was hard, and it was. But I also really actually enjoyed it too. But one of my buddies, my neighbor actually, who's still their brother's good friends of mine. They were not allowed to play Zelda.
We wouldn't have been
witchcraft
if our parents had known what was in the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
we would not have. We weren't allowed to watch Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
And that's like Christians
that's
like Lord of the Rings.
That's a Christian allegory, isn't it?
I know. Like we were barely allowed to watch Chronicles of Narnia.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mostly because C.S. Lewis was a Calvinist, as far as I understand. My dad's very anti-Calvinist. So,
interesting.
I think that was a bigger issue for him. Really? But then when you put witch in the name of something,
is C.S. Lewis Calvinist?
I believe so. Don't quote me.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
I think him and J.R. Tolkien definitely had some heated debates based solely around Calvinism.
Soteriology?
Yeah. So you were mentioning that this game was hard to beat. Mm-hmm. I heard somewhere on the internet about people saying, like, why is this generation so different? Mm-hmm. Why is this generation coming up? Why are they, so soft, if you will? Mm-hmm. And that's them saying it. I don't know. I haven't really recognized that in my own kids or even anybody else's kids that in my circle. But
that's because of what you put them through.
Maybe. But they were saying that games nowadays do not really have an endpoint or that built into those games. Mm-hmm. That it's more open world, like just go out and do your thing, build. Well,
if you're not playing story-based games. There's still a lot of story-based games.
Right, but the ones that are popular, I guess.
I think what I was hearing on it was that I probably saw the same analogy.
Probably.
But it was around back in the old days of video games, you had a limited number of lives.
Right.
If you lose your lives in Mario, you go back to the beginning.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now you have unlimited lives. You just play. You autosave every 10 seconds. And it's
not as detrimental.
There's nothing... There's the discipline and then the loss is not there. Mm-hmm. The loss of your accomplishments aren't there.
Yeah.
And so this generation coming up doesn't have to deal with that.
Man.
Then again, I'm not sure the generation that grew up on the games has turned out the greatest either. So,
right.
Yeah.
Most of us millennials playing the Legend of Zelda.
I mean, I'm a millennial, so
I'm the very tail end.
Right, tail end.
Tail ender.
Almost a Gen Z.
Almost Gen Z.
Almost.
And I make sure my wife knows it. She was born 97. I was born 96. So
Oh no, you might be Gen Z. Mm-mm. When does it end? I thought it ended in 95.
When does it end?
Huh.
Look it up.
Anyway, the other thing about the Pokemon is like, okay, so we went to GameStop. Like they had their drops on Friday at noon when they opened.
Which, by the way, did you not say that there were like other parents there with their kids too lined up? Like you?
No, I was the only one.
There was the only one
there.
Oh, there were grown adults there.
There was only grown. There was a line when we got to GameStop. 5 minutes early, there was a line
For that pack?
Oh, you
not
need,
those. I didn't buy.
You need to document.
No, because
that
I wasn't
next
gonna.
time.
I wasn't gonna spend $30 on 3 packs. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
You need to document it next
Just
time.
walk out with the phone, the big camera or whatever, and like film. Look at all these jackasses here.
No,
I did say that leaving the car to Halver. To my, yeah. I'm like,
Need to get you some meta glasses.
I'm like, we're hanging out with a bunch of man-childs here.
you never
Picking up
know.
Pokemon.
Listen, that next thing could have.
I still have dinosaur toys from Jurassic Park, so you know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fault them, but I will a little bit, mostly because it's like there's a bunch of men on a Friday at noon, which I'm there with my child doing the same, whatever. I'm a man on a Friday at noon at GameStop waiting for a Pokemon drop, and it's felt kind of ridiculous.
Now,
And
was
then
the
they sell
store
out
open?
immediately. No, we were waiting for the store to open.
Okay, the store hadn't opened yet.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like the store was open and like the truck backs up and they're like, "All right, here it is."
No.
Get in the truck.
There's a drop on Friday, and
Okay.
as the doors open, all the Pokemon are gone because they get sold out immediately.
Okay.
I would fault them, but I used to do that for like shoes. So
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
like-
You were
but
a shoe guy.
Adults have more use for shoes than they do for Pokemon.
Yeah, but once you get to that point,
I mean, it's
I never did get the shoe fad, and I know we have some friends like friends of the podcast who are big into shoes, but it never got to me.
I still love shoes. Obviously, I mean, I'm wearing some.
They get ruined so fast. I think that's the problem for me. Really, is like buying something to wear on your feet, or not wear on your feet because you can't ruin them.
I used to be. I thought I always kind of found it a little bit ridiculous of people wearing the crease guards. So there's like a little thing that goes in right here, right on that tip, or right in through the.
So it's like a
toes.
fender bikini for your shoes.
Basically, it literally goes on your sock or on your shoe, and it keeps it from getting these little crease marks.
But then you can't see the shoe.
They're.
Oh, it's on the
it's
inside?
it's on the inside.
it's on the inside.
It's on the
it's on
inside.
the
So
inside.
that's
like a
like
steel toe boot.
yeah,
I kind of get that.
man, it's so uncomfortable. And
I bet they are, but like that that's the first thing that happens to shoes when you wear them is they get that crease.
oh yeah, 1,000. I mean, for me, I don't really care.
See,
So what's your favorite shoe?
Ooh, like all time.
yeah, all time.
If you could
Let's
have
go.
any shoe,
If I could have,
Let's
any
go,
shoe.
let's
I mean,
go.
I
Not
not
have-
the Little Nas X blood shoes.
Oh no, not the the Satan shoes or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
I mean, are you sticking with a certain particular brand?
I mean, to be honest with you, I think the most versatile shoe is probably the when it comes to like fashion and like utility, to where you can like do anything in them. Probably a Jordan 1. I mean, it's a not a heavy shoe. It was made for basketball. It's also good for fashion, and you can wear it technically. I mean, you see if you
What is that, a high top?
yeah, it's a high top, but they got low
you-
tops of it too.
You keep your ankles in check.
I mean,
Okay.
so it's a
That's too much work for me getting those on every day.
it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not
need
too
a
bad.
slip.
With your socks and Birkenstocks.
I need a slip on. You know what
I mean,
I'm saying?
I love me a good. I wear my Boston Berks constantly. So
Don't be ripping on the Birkenstock
Hey,
rip-offs. They're not
That's when you can see
legit.
exposed foot.
I've been
at the
wearing
front of the
socks. Come
Birkenstock,
on
and
now.
there's socks on there, and you're like, man, it does work for you. I'll give you that.
Thanks.
It works for
Thanks,
you.
man. I appreciate it.
If my child did it, I'd probably disown them though.
what if it's so? I have some Bostons that literally cover the shoe, so they're slip-ons, or cover the foot. It's just all leather
Yeah.
right on the top there. Would you
Yeah.
be okay with those?
On myself personally, or
Oh, just like if your sun bottom.
No, Amos is utilitarian. Like, if it doesn't
I'd
serve a
have a-
purpose,
Well, it serves a purpose.
I
and
bet you his underwear is dialed in perfectly
boxer
to where
briefs.
he can
Hanes
just.
boxer briefs.
Hanes
There you
bottoms.
go. He can pick them up anywhere in the world if they got a Walmart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a 6-pack
Made of
if not-
cotton.
with that extra bonus.
Yep.
they always have that extra bonus pair in there for some reason. Like, ooh, I'm getting a deal. Like, I'm not going to be back here in 2 years.
I mean, we did buy flyers today, and it was like 250 flyers for $112. Oh, and they had a 20% discount code, and it's like, but 1,000 flyers was only 155 after the discount code, and I'm like,
I'll buy it 1,000.
I'm buying 1,000. Will we hand out 1,000? I don't know, but I just can't leave that deal on the table.
Oh, you can't leave that deal. Oh,
absolutely not. I have every year. Me and my wife say that we get so excited because my parents have this thing. Stocking stuffers will be underwear. And
nice.
The last couple.
I could use that,
dude. Socks and underwear, greatest.
I mean, adult gifts.
I'm telling you. And then there's this underwear that I have it's bamboo underwear, and it's labeled. It's got days of the week with colored coordinated. So like it'll be like.
No. That's too far.
No. The thing is, like, I mean, I'm not wearing this.
One week I'm
been
having
wearing
an
this
accident
underwear for 4 days.
and it's gonna throw the whole week off. And
my wife loves it because she'll when she's doing the laundry, if she's she does most of it. Thank you, baby.
Right.
But she'll literally put it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's the greatest thing.
It just itches that part of her.
So are your scrubs like in the same lineup too? Do you have the same
what?
Scrubs? Are they like in the same kind of lineup? No,
scrubs,
you just grab whatever.
I'm just kind of grabbing whatever. It's only the underwear. It's because they are labeled. So
gotcha.
That's so interesting.
I'm sure if I had scrubs that were labeled, I'm sure that.
Well, the old 80s trope or 90s trope of going off to camp and labeling your underwear.
So someone else doesn't wear it?
I guess because the notion was that you're sending your kids off to camp and you want to make sure that they come back with their own clothes and that they're may not be responsible enough to remember.
Yeah. It's not Lord of the Flies.
Yeah. Or if they actually did change their underwear, making sure what day of the week you wear.
Why is Monday so worn down?
Specifically.
Oh gosh.
I think I've bought the same pair of tennis shoes, like the last 6 times in a row.
How do you
6?
Like Adidas.
Yeah.
You don't switch it
Tyrannics.
You don't switch
No,
it
I
up
like
at all?
the Tyrannics or however you pronounce their like hiking tennis shoe. They're great for filmmakers. They're comfortable. You can kind of handle any terrain in them, and they're nondescript.
That drives me crazy. I can't buy the same again.
They vary, like they keep changing the shoe themselves a little bit, so there's little variations, but it's the same more or less.
See,
these soles are actually different than the last pair. These don't have the notch in them. They're all flat across the bottom.
Oh,
that's the biggest upgrade I've had in like 10 years.
See, I don't buy shoes very often. It's so hard for me to buy shoes because they're freaking expensive.
$50 on eBay.
Well,
brand new.
Okay, good for you. You found what you like and at a decent price point.
Like 130 MSRP.
Retail Jordans are 140.
Yeah.
Generally.
But if I'm going to buy, if I bought something and I wore it to the point where it's worn out. My thought process is that it probably didn't serve its purpose.
If it's worn out, it didn't serve its purpose?
Yeah.
Depends on how fast it wore out.
I keep enough eclectic now, like flip flops or sandals and things like that I'm daily wears. Yeah, I'll probably go back to the same well to pick them out. But like, should it get colder? Boots, things like that. Like I hardly ever stick with a certain style.
So I'll do that with dress shoes or more things that are meant to be seen.
Yeah.
But if I'm working, if this is workwear, then I kind of like to stick in the same vein. Like when I was doing construction, I would just buy the same Red Wings every time. They last about a year and a half because flooring is tough on any kind of shoe.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
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 I don't know. When I find a certain thing, I become rather loyal.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I guess you like it. I get that.
I'm always looking for the next best thing.
You're always trying to trade up.
Yeah. Oh, now I wasn't. What are they? What are the boat shoes?
Sperry's?
No. They were really popular a couple years ago. Dudes?
Oh, Hey Dudes.
Hey Dudes.
They still are pretty popular. I believe.
Boat shoes. That's like a boat shoe, right?
I guess it's got the same form. Yeah, I guess it's got the same form of it.
Yeah, I was thinking of jumping on the hey dude bandwagon, and my wife said, "Don't you dare!"
Really?
Oh,
these just like slippers. What are they?
Yeah,
they're like slippers.
slip-on shoes. Yeah,
You seem like you could be like a slip-on guy.
but once again, it's no,
I don't think I own any slip-ons
at all.
I have a couple pairs of Crocs that I put on every now and then.
No, Crocs are
but I don't go in public with them.
I have a pair of
Some are braver than others. I get it.
Well, you know,
look up if
some have less shame than others.
I don't know if they're able to see it, but if you look up like Yeezy slip-on shoes,
Oh yeah.
they look like little. I've got a couple pairs that are
Yeezys?
Yeezys, Yeezys, like Yeezy slip-ons.
They're not Kanye shoes.
They are Kanye's.
Oh, they are Kanye shoes. Okay.
Yeah, they look like spaceships, man.
They literally look like. And there's a couple. So he came out with another pair after that because those are with.
I can't see.
So those were specifically with.
Those are Kanye.
Yeah, that was
Crocs?
Kanye.
Kanye Crocs.
And so that was when he was with
them.
Adidas, and then he did one without Adidas, and he put them on his little website for $20.
Are they comfortable?
Kinda. They're $20. They're $20 from the
Why so
phone.
cheap?
I don't know. He just
I
did
can
that.
find-
It was right before he started going really crazy again, where he like went on a full on spiral.
I've got a theory about Crocs.
Ooh, I want to hear it.
I seriously think it is part of a deeper model that they introduced them into society and gained such popularity. Not only solely based on the fact that they're pretty comfortable, they're all right, but like you can eventually probably 3D print them.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen Idiocracy, right?
Yeah, the fact that they were looking for a shoe that was supposed to be stupid looking, they just happened to. They're like, hey, we designed this new shoe. You want to use it in your movie? Oh, these look stupid. No one will ever wear these. And then, of course, fast forward 5-10 years later, everybody's wearing them.
They just got fired again.
But I mean, the fact that you could potentially one day, maybe now, I don't know if they have a filament that replicates Croc material that you
Be
could 3D
squishy.
print it.
Because you don't want they'd be like 3D printed clogs if they're like hard. 3D
Yeah, but I'm
printed
saying-
filament.
They
Squishy. Do they
can
have
all
squishy 3D printers?
surely.
I don't know.
Like a
They have
foam?
everything metal. They have metal. They have
I'm sure they have foam.
resin. They have plastic.
Like a foamy.
At any rate.
Yeah. But maybe that's what they're priming everybody for, to just start printing off their own shoes, designing and printing off their own shoes at home.
Why would they prime us for that?
I don't know.
That's like that phone that you brought up one of the times I was on. Where
Seems like
we could fix it. And
What deep conspiracy is this that we need everyone printing their own shoes?
To push buying more 3D printers.
But that's that would free society if we could print our own things.
Yeah, but then they're going to go back and lock it down.
Why?
Why? Because that's what the government does, man.
So this is to play with us.
Yeah.
Push them this way and then push them that way, and we'll see how they react.
Yes.
Okay.
But I have two brothers that are really big into 3D printing, and
What do you have any good recommendations?
on
I'm
a
thinking
3D
about
printer?
getting a 3D printer for my oldest, and I'd like to send him down the right path. And I haven't sat down to do research yet.
Yeah, I could ask. I could not tell you off the top of my head. I know you definitely don't want to. Depends on what the application is, but you don't really want a resin printer.
That's a specific genre, where you're doing very detailed, fine stuff.
Right.
And
So
it's also highly toxic.
So Colson, my brother that's right under me, he makes little robotic parts. In fact, go check him out, Plinbot, on YouTube, Instagram, Plinbot, and he posts little videos of it. And
Spell
he makes small robotics.
Spell that.
Plenbot. Plinbot.
Plinbot.
And so I'll make stupid. They're stupid, but they're quite hilarious. Funny videos with this robot doing stupid things, and it's like this big, right? It's for the listeners, it's
2 inches,
2.5 inches. So he has to 3D print the little pieces on them to make them, whatever. And he's getting quite a few views. It's kind of crazy. So he has a resin printer for more of the intricate detail, the smaller stuff. However, the other brother, Jimmy, he does a filament And it's a lot quicker, a lot smoother. He actually printed me, and it should be on the mail. It might be here today or tomorrow. A Scrub Daddy holder for your sink. And he's got little legs and some other.
So he's got like a body, giving Scrub Daddy
some other
a body.
anatomy.
So you know
some
what I'm
other
talking
anatomy.
about.
Yeah.
Some other anatomy that pours the water into the sink, so you can just set it there and it'll drain out. I'll have to take a picture and show it to you.
The holder.
He sits there right on your sink, and you put your Scrub Daddy in there.
So I think you'd make it so it's the head. So Scrub Daddy now has a body.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
he has little arms.
He's got like.
So why the other anatomy?
So that it can drain into the.
I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And,
I was about to lay it out just like straight up explicit.
I mean, yeah. You work in the medical field. You can get.
Yeah.
Right, that's so true. That's so true. Give us the breakdown on the Scrub Daddy. Anyway, so Stephanie was actually okay with it. I'm like, all right, come on, send it, buddy. But his fascination, which is so funny, he will not stop building tower dice. They're towers that whenever you're playing a game that you have to roll dice, they're different intricate towers. Like he's built the Tower of Sauron, he's built different building structures, and you throw your dice on the top of it and it rattles them up and comes out the other side, when you're playing a board game or something. But he will not quit building these tower dice. He's got like 20 in his freaking house. Just stacked all over the place.
You do what you're passionate about.
Different filaments, different colors. He's kind of playing around with it.
At least he's not standing in line buying Pokemon on 12 o'clock on a Friday.
He's building towers instead.
Building dice towers, yeah. But yeah, so I will definitely get back to you with a recommendation on the best.
I hear Bamboo Labs is good.
Okay. I think it's fascinating because once you kind of get into it, I mean, there's a whole
and that's why I'd like to because the kids they would go, I think, hog wild. They might print us out of House and Home,
and
they might print us a home.
Well, knowing you, Amos, you would probably think of something and be like, oh, I could probably 3D print this.
Probably,
yeah, and so
yeah. And then now they're doing like recycled filament too, where you could take Coke bottles and stuff like that and strip them down. And then turn them into filament.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
The last thing I saw of a 3D printer was somebody trying to make a gun with it, specifically.
A real one.
Like a real gun, yeah.
Okay.
Like making all the intricate parts.
Yeah,
they're
they don't really like that.
No, see,
from what I've heard.
What do you mean? They're 3D printing like serialized firearms. Like there's manufacturers now who do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, this was like in the primacy of 3D printers, and so this guy was still using like the plastic. Mm-hmm. He was able to actually get it to fire a couple times, but it would break every time.
Yeah.
And
that's so dangerous,
dude. I mean,
my gosh.
I mean, but I feel like that's one of the big arguments for like the Second Amendment or whatever. It's like
I'm gonna print my gun.
It's like, well, if you're gonna take them away from the citizens, I'll just print them.
Can't. There's some things you can't print.
Yeah.
Unless you're printing out of metal, which you can do now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Can you print a rifled barrel? I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Maybe not. Takes a lot of... but in the U.S., that's not the serialized part, so that's not the firearm.
I did see like a 7-foot 3D printer. It was a resin printer that could make like statues and stuff. It was pretty wild. I mean, he had like a 6-foot Goku that he printed out.
A full-size Ben.
I mean, why not? Have him sit in the corner?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, that's so wild. So wild. And then they I think 3D printing, it's just like the terminology for AI. Like it's not the correct, in my opinion. Like, have you seen the cement 3D printers that print houses? Mm-hmm. Like at that point, I don't think that's a 3D printer. That's just a machine that lays concrete.
Concrete that looks like poop in the shape of a house.
Yeah, it just goes
It looks
around.
like it's laying on.
I think I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it before.
And I think it costs the same as building a normal house.
Is it the same?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the price point because it is interesting. Like you insulate the interior of those walls, and you have a pretty like straight up house going. But it's a different vibe because you go in there and it's like
definitely a different vibe. And you can, I mean,
it's more circular, more
a design,
more rounded.
From a design aspect, you could really get kind of crazy with it. I don't like it when they call it that 3D printing. It's like, no, come on. Let's call it something.
I mean, it is like a printer. They're printing in 3D space.
Just makes me uncomfortable.
What else makes you uncomfortable?
Oh, lots of things. Lots of things.
We need a list.
But I will say, we do need to potentially go down the rabbit hole. What do you know about English history, specifically kings of England? You know anything about that?
Oh, do we need? Are we correcting something from last week?
I mean, I know like King Henry, and
Which one was he?
there's like 20 of them.
20. Okay.
King Henry the Third, the Fourth.
Henry VIII. I
Henry
remember
VIII,
that one.
yeah. I'm saying.
Ethelred the Unready.
So last week on the pod, we had a guest, Rob Smith, and he made the claim that Alfred the Great was the only monarch that they ever called the title with the Great. And based on
Like
perplexity,
specifically within England.
yes,
Okay.
yes. So a correction to that would be, I don't know if you've ever heard of this king, Cnut, CNUT.
Are we not Googling this, or are we just going off?
I'm Googling it. I'm Googling it right now.
Is
I
it
just
legit?
Googled it. Cnut the Great ruled England.
Someone
from
didn't misspell a bad word.
1016 to 1035 is also commonly given that epithet. So you can say there are two monarchs of England called the Great, Alfred the Great and Cnut. I guess that's how you
I
pronounce
could have
that.
sworn that commenter was a troll, but I guess not.
I guess not.
Thank you for chiming in.
So yeah, kudos to our listeners.
Is there a pronunciation?
I could definitely.
Because I doubt it
see.
was
How do
in
you
Old
pronounce?
English, CNUT.
You want to try? Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure you could look up how to pronounce that.
I'm sure that C is a little hard.
maybe this is called him Nut. Canute.
Canute.
Canute. Yeah,
King,
that makes more sense.
Sounds Canadian.
King Canute the Great.
Oh, Canutes. Watch out from there. The old Canutes. So yeah, correction. We'll be making sure to send Rob a text to let him know that he's spreading misinformation across the internet.
Yes.
And the episode will not be pulled down, unfortunately. Sorry.
How was that? How did y'all get on that topic?
A commenter.
A commenter.
Yes.
Or the great comment. Alfred the Great. I don't know how. I don't remember.
Oh, how did we
I
get
don't
on the
remember.
topic?
I don't remember these things.
He was reading a book. He was reading a book about King Alfred the Great, with regards to how he was having the Bible translated far before King James. He was starting that process before that, and then turmoil ensued, and blah 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 blah. History was made by the victors. I don't know. That's he
Didn't
recommended the book.
He ran the Vikings out of England.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was saying that after he ran the Vikings out of England, he was like, hey, our people need to be stronger in their faith and be able to read this. And
this is Alfred that was doing this, or?
Yeah, Alfred.
Are we sure it wasn't King Canute?
Yeah, I don't think it was Canute. I don't know. Maybe we need to do some research on Canute and come back to you. But thank you at Pass84AV2. Could be a bot. Who knows?
I mean, a correct bot.
All right.
A bot that is correct.
last topic of the night. Have you guys seen and heard about AI making their own social media network and
Yes.
talking with each other? Have
Yes.
you heard about this, Josh?
Trying to take over the world. It's like 100,000.
Do you think it's real?
I didn't even consider the fact that it might just be a
AI
marketing.
Or could it be just a scare tactic? Have you heard of this, Josh?
I have not heard of this.
You've been working too hard, man. Which is okay. Okay, like trust me, you don't want to dip into our algorithms. It's crazy,
Dude, I love podcasts. I really do, but I've recognized. I guess it's ADHD. I'm not sure, but if I have a podcast playing in the background,
yeah,
and I'm trying to work, it does not happen. I have to either work in complete silence or like lo-fi. Even words sometimes throw me off.
really. See, I've
What
got
kind of work?
Like, so if I'm
Paperwork?
like if I'm doing like stats, or if I'm doing like policy writing or going through compliance stuff, like anytime anytime I'm like having to actually think about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's absolutely no shot.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I'll play music or something that like it's same music I've heard a million times, so it's just kind of background noise. But yeah, I can't like listen. Nah, him on the other hand, this guy over here, he's like over.
Dude, I will be sitting here listening to a podcast, and he will ask me a question about, hey, what did they just say? And I'm like, I have no idea, bro. I have no idea what they just said.
And that's why I want to like, especially because I'm like, I want to pay attention to what you're saying, because I'm one of those people where I'm like, if I miss something, I have to go back a couple times. But like, say we'll be listening to an audiobook in the car when we're driving. With me and my wife will be driving, and I'll say, "What did they just say?" She's like, "Oh, I don't know." And I went, go back like 2 minutes, make sure I catch it all. So that it just, for me, if I'm listening to something, I'm committing to something. I want to be able to hear
your full attention.
I want to know what's going on. So obviously, what they're saying is informative.
Maybe.
See, and that maybe.
I mean, the podcast market is oversaturated.
Indeed.
So
I would have to
it
say,
may be less informative than you think.
Yeah. The ones I listen to, probably 9 out of 10 are probably not that informative. So it can either, yeah.
Hey,
if I miss a few things, it's all right.
There's a couple guys that I've read books of because of how interesting they were on podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely some good. Yeah. If you're listening to Diary of a CEO or something like that, you're like you're generally getting something more substantive than this podcast.
Oh no, I'm gonna be dialed in on this one. Everyone you guys bring on.
Thanks, man. Even if it's just us, we try to bring something to the table.
I'm listening. I'm saying.
We'll see about that.
Which is why I can't have it on all the time, because when I try, I'll be like, gotta go back.
Hey, listen,
what did Ben say?
Listen,
what did he say?
All of you listeners, just go ahead. We got some playlists. Go ahead and click them when you go to sleep. Just let the playlist play all night, and then wake up in the morning and figure out where you left off and start all over again.
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat.
Manufacturing views.
Yep. Why not? Well, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
This has been fun.
I enjoy this. I always enjoy this, even though I feel like there's a lot of things I don't really have to bring, but
I think you bring a lot.
Oh, thanks. I can be.
Although maybe I need to be contrary to Brent. We need to be more controversial on the podcast. So I did not enjoy this podcast.
Oh, really?
That
I mean, how many more minutes do we have?
I don't know.
We can be controversial.
I mean, I'm joking.
No,
we're making a joke.
We're just talking about ramping up our own controversy, because we
need to fight more on this.
Unlike other people, we don't necessarily like to debate, but we definitely like to argue.
Oh, I love arguing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think in a podcast form, it can be a little nerve-wracking, because I can be caught in a lie.
Define arguing.
Debating. Discord. Is Discord too strong?
No. So the things that me and Amos argue about are definitely more on the subjective side.
I like to argue about things that don't matter.
Right.
Okay. So I mean, you can have an opinion that a lot of people don't believe in, but it's a subjective thing. See, I like arguing about things that can be objective, but also, we were talking in the beginning, like soteriology. Like, I love getting into it with somebody on that.
Yeah.
On this kind of forum, I'd be like, oh, I might say something
right.
That's a little overstating, and I'm like, oh, okay, probably.
Yeah. Then that's not what this. Yeah, that's not what this podcast or this platform. That's not what we want at all.
We're not trying to debate.
We're not just trying to solve the world's
Although
problems.
some people have asked for it. Like, we did one study on milk versus meat a ways back with Garth and Josh Evans, and I think people wanted more of that, but we've never done another one.
Well, we can definitely dive back in to certain topics, but we're not going to invite people on to
more like a discussion and an exploration of a topic.
Like you can have a healthy discussion, and I think between I'm sure, is it Rob? Rob was his name. I'm sure I disagree with about.
Y'all would sit down and be cordial.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. But I would probably disagree with about 70% of the tertiary issues. That once you get past Christology and all that, once we get down to what is faith? Is that a work? Is saying yes, is that a work? Well, that's where the Calvinists in this.
Are we saved by our faith or by Christ's faith?
That's where for me I get in total depravity. I'm like, see.
Yep. I think if anybody's speaking with 100% confidence on either side of that, they're probably either like super educated on the fact or just talking out of their ass.
Oh, I found the most.
Yeah, but you can have two extremely super educated people who disagree.
Oh, 1,000%.
And that's they have their platforms to go do that.
Well, I mean, you can have those kind of debates and it'd be actually really interesting. But you do get into a niche too. So
yeah, we're more of a lighthearted listen.
Oh yeah. But
this podcast is for entertainment purposes only.
Yep.
Okay. So what's a controversial thing you have that you've been?
I don't know. About? This podcast is over now. So
okay, that works too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
We'll save it for the next one.
I'm always down.
All right. See ya.